U.S. President Donald Trump is defending tweets in which he effectively endorsed protests against lockdown measures in several states. We've already seen crowds gather in a handful of cities across the U.S., and we're expecting more protests today. Laura McQuillan is following it for us. Laura, what is Trump saying?
Well, he was speaking about these groups that have been rallying against restrictions, such as stay-home orders issued by many states across the United States. Of course, in response to what the White House has been saying, urging states to act. Well, now Trump having changed his tune, coming out in support of those demonstrators with tweets like this yesterday, saying liberate Minnesota, liberate Michigan, liberate Virginia. And all of these tweets coming in support of those protesters just a short time after the United States revealed its highest daily death toll from COVID so far, more than 4,500 people dying in a 24-hour period. Now, while he faces some heat over those tweets, Donald Trump has defended himself. He's also defended those protesters, saying that perhaps the rules that some states have are too harsh. Here's what he's saying.
I think some things are too tough. These are people expressing their views. I see where they are and I see the way they're working. They seem to be very responsible people to me, but it's, they've been treated a little bit rough.
Now, with that rough treatment, he is referring to those orders that have been encouraging physical distancing, but the protesters coming out against that. And by all reports, these are predominantly conservative activists backed by wealthy conservative groups who have been coming out, some of them armed, with signs like the ones that you can see on TV, God bless Trump, right there. Protests in at least 7 states against those rules, also expressing concerns, those protesters, about the restrictions and how they may be hurting jobs and the economy. But we've seen state governors and other local officials pushing back at Trump's support of them, saying it could be potentially deadly, certainly very harmful, to encourage people to be taking to the streets right now and avoiding that physical distancing that has been urged in so many places. Now, more protests like this are expected today and in the days to come, really putting Donald Trump's White House once again at loggerheads with so many states over what needs to be done to rein in the spread of COVID-19, John.
Thanks for this, Laura.